Hey there, everybody! Commander Ahsoka Tano is now on the holotables, and one of the first things that I wanted to see is how much easier does she make this Padme counter against Jedi Master Kenobi? And I know I'm not the first one to do it; I've seen other people do it, but this is a team. Padme is a team that can actually beat Master Kenobi without Ahsoka, without Commander Ahsoka, I should say, but it was not very consistent, very difficult. Things had to be timed right. I could get some wins, but not a very high win rate. I think things are going to change now because I went in my very first attempt without even remodding this team. This team does not have very good mods on them. They don't have the correct turn order on them, and I was still able to get things done. So it's a long battle. So I'm gonna talk about it a little bit here. When I say the right turn order, so what you would actually normally want to do so that you can get that force sleep off very quickly is you want Ahsoka to actually be the slowest on the team. So that's OG Ahsoka. You want Commander Ahsoka to be the fastest. So when you can then flip turn meter, and when what that's going to actually do is make it so that Commander Ahsoka essentially becomes the last. I mean, she takes that first turn, but when she flips turn meter, she kind of becomes last on the team. Then when she flips with Ahsoka, and by the time you get back to her, if you've done everything right, you can force leap on that kind of that turn 1A for Commander Ahsoka Tano, and it can work very well. But here, gas gets in the way. So didn't really matter because gas is going to reduce our cooldowns, cause us some problems. This thing is definitely not set up for success, but it still works really well. And it works really well because all of that Jedi Master Kenobi is calling all of those assists. You're getting all of these different assists in there, and with the Padme team getting that protection up, you've got the extra health, you've got the extra defense from Commander Ahsoka. It's just so difficult for them to get through this squad. Now, I maybe looked a little odd there how I used force sleep on Kenobi, who General Kenobi, who was actually kind of getting low on health. That's because I don't have great mods on this team. I don't have a lot of offense. Commander Ahsoka is only relic 13 or only gear 13, has no relics, so doesn't have quite the amount of offense. And I was just really struggling to get through General Kenobi. He'd get low and then he'd get healed back up, and he was causing all sorts of problems, and I wasn't getting through things fast enough, so I just decided to to kind of redo the video and go after him first to try and make things a little faster. And I still barely got through this. I barely got through it. I need more offense on this team. You'll see the mods at the end are just not that great. I threw my leftover mods onto Commander Ahsoka, so she doesn't have anything great. It's not terrible or anything, but this Padme team in Grand Arena just, I mean, they're a decent team, but it's not a top priority for mods. They work pretty well even when they're slow. So I had about 2 minutes here to beat on Jedi Master Kenobi, and I actually thought I wasn't even gonna get through it. And then I was debating halfway through once C3PO came out of stealth, like, okay, do I go after C3PO to try to get his unique out of there so we stop gaining those little bits of protection up whenever we were gaining buffs, because C3PO is still causing problems even though he's not attacking, and then he would. So I kind of went back and forth, but I stayed on Kenobi, and we eventually got it down. So we've got Ahsoka over there who is hitting pretty hard. That's actually where I'm getting a lot of my damage from. Of course, she gets dodge right there. I swear her basic gets dodge more than any attack in the game. Something is bugged. I've talked about this on my stream before, and I can't prove it, but it's just fitting that her basic gets dodged there. Now I know she hits a lot, so maybe that's what it is. But her basic cannot be, if there's foresight, her basic cannot be evaded. And I don't know if something's up with this, but a lot of people agree with me that something is wrong with her basic and it gets dodged way too much. I don't know. Now I'm going on a tangent of something that I have no proof over. So, but I that was just fitting that there was a dodge in there for her basic, and it's something I've talked about on my stream because I swear it gets dodged way too much. But anyways, you can see my mods here again. Very average mods. Very average mods. This is not a case of me going up against a team with better mods, but it's kind of exciting that this is this is a legitimate counter here that will work against most, or at least a lot of Jedi Master Kenobi teams. Now, I tried it with Commander Ahsoka Tano on the other side, and I just got destroyed, so don't try that! But otherwise, this works pretty well, and maybe it's something that can be useful for you. So, thank you guys, have a great night!